Hey everybody, Executive Director Becky Wolfinger here, and I'm going to show you how to create your party groups now using the new system with your Facebook business page. So currently I am on my consultant's actual profile, okay? And you're gonna know the difference right here when you click the drop down arrow. And so what you're gonna see is that it has split off, that there's Janice Williams, the consultant, or excuse me, the person, and then you have also Janice Williams, the business page. So in order to create the group, what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch over to our business page. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up what looks very similar to the profile, which is a business page news feed. We're going to click groups on the left-hand side. On the left, you're going to click create new group. You're going to name your group. Test group, thank you, Janice, because she's going to see all these little pop-ups. We're going to choose our privacy, and this is going to be really, really important. You want your group to be set to private, but you want it to be visible, okay? Now, if you make it hidden, nobody is actually going to be able to use your browser link, the URL, to join the group. So you want to make sure that that group is visible. All right, so it looks very similar, right? And then you're just going to click create group. Okay, so we're going to add our banner. I'm just going to, again, oops, I clicked the wrong one. Upload, and we're just going to pop a banner on here. No big deal. I know it's not Friday, but this is just to show you guys, you know, kind of the process. Okay, and so one of the very first things that you're going to notice is that there is only the business page as a member in this group. So now we need to figure out how to get Janice in here. So you have two options that you can take this link up here, your URL, and you could send this to Janice, the person, the profile. But here's the thing about it, you guys, that you can no longer toggle back and forth when you're in this group between your personal profile and your acting as your business page. So you actually have to go back up to this right-hand corner under account and switch over to the other profile. So what I found is the best practice for this is to switch over to the profile. Remember what you named your group, okay? Switch over to your profile for Janice, okay? And then we are going to come over here to the left-hand side where her groups are, okay? Again, these are all the groups that Janice is a part of, and we're going to search for that group that we just created, test group. All right, and once you've searched, it should pop up here, and what you need to do is join the group as your personal profile, okay? And now this is when you're going to do a little bit of back and forth dance, okay? So we requested, and now what we have to do is we have to switch back over to our business page profile, go back to the group. I know this is the most insane part of it. So we're going to go see more, and we're going to go to that group. And you're going to see on the left-hand side that there's a member request, and you need to approve that, okay? And here's the other thing that, you know, I'm always funny about Facebook, and I really feel like you're, and then you need to refresh. That's the other thing. You need to make sure you refresh your group so that now Janice pops up in there. And I would personally recommend that you make the personal profile an admin of this group, just in case you start to have any kinds of issues. So we send the invite. Guess what we have to do? We have to go back to the personal profile, and we need to accept that. So where do you find that? Just click up in your notifications right here. It's going to pop up. Click that, and you can accept from there. Okay, so now personal profile is a part. Why do you need the personal profile? A, to be in the group, and B, to be an admin, because that's going to be the only way that you're able to get your host in, other than sending her the URL. So you can either invite now from that process. So what we need to do is we're going to switch. Actually, we're in the group, right? Yeah. So we're still under our personal profile at the moment. Okay. So what you need to do is now invite your host. using your personal profile before you switch back over to the business. Okay, so invite your host to the group, and it's going to be the same thing. So once you've invited your host, then you can switch back over to your personal profile, or excuse me, your business profile, and go back to your group. I know this is like the biggest back and forth ever, but it literally is the only workaround. Okay, so we have Janice in here both as our in the group, and she's now an admin. And again, Janice wants to make sure that Janice is on her personal profile to invite her host, because she will not be able to invite that host as being the business page. So if you see this, nothing comes up at this moment. Okay. And yes, she could have that person go and follow her business page. That I guess would be an option, but I've just found the easiest way to get through this part of the process is to stay on the personal profile for a second, because you're going to be friends with your host, invite the host, and then come back over as your business page. So once you've done this part, then you're kind of ready to walk through the inviting process. Once you get your host in there, whether you choose to make the host an admin or not. If you do make the host an admin, of course, you're going to need to have them join first. And then the business page is going to, or Janice can send the request for them to be added as an admin or moderator. Okay. All right. So that is your next step of creating the party group.